Hey, welcome to the Dukes of Sports, Cape Cod's #1 locally produced sports talk show.
I think you may be right.
Yeah, because there isn't any other, right?
Right.
Yeah. And I'm Randy Lively with...
Andrew Eaton.
Yeah, all right. Oh, that's it.
That's it. Have a good week.
Have a good week, everyone. So,
Go ahead, start us off. You weren't here last week. So.
Yeah, I know. Well, I suppose we should touch on the Final Four. No, I mean, it's Kentucky, Kansas. If Kentucky doesn't win, I'll be shocked.
Well, that's, we made our second guess picks. Of course, your #1 pick was still in the running at the time, so you stuck with Baylor.
Well, you forced it on
me.
You said, stick with it.
You should have.
Yeah.
I still stand by that.
Yeah.
So Jen picked Kentucky, and I picked Kansas. And here we are.
Oh, yeah.
And that was in the Elite Eight, right? Or was it the Sweet 16 at that point?
I think it was Elite Eight. Yeah.
And
yeah, you wouldn't have gotten through the Sweet 16 without help. So.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I just did a coin flip.
Did you see Michael on our Facebook page?
I did.
Trying to take all sorts of credit for picking Kentucky. I mean, really.
No, he has Kansas winning.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
But I mean, have Kentucky be in there is not rocket science.
And he's won the last 4 years, he said. So that's impressive. We should get on his pool next year maybe and see how we do and see if we can take him down.
I want to see his practice. He probably does it game by game. He probably doesn't even start at the beginning and go all the way
through.
Yeah, no. He looked.
Maybe.
I get the impression he's that type,
Wow.
And then he probably uses pencil, and then at the end, he's going, "Hey, look at what I did," 4 years in a row, cut it out.
It just won his pool. It's not like he won everything.
Well, who's in his pool?
Well, I don't know. Could just be him.
Yeah.
Who knows?
Yeah, exactly. But I can't see anybody knocking off Kentucky.
A lot of people are saying that the Kentucky is the team to beat. They're doing really well, but they also did say that Kansas's defense, especially in the last 8 minutes of the second half, they only allow something like 12% or less shooting for the opposite team. They just their defense goes crazy in that last half.
Kentucky knows how to play defense too. I mean, they use a short rotation.
Yeah, I mean, the Final Four.
Those guys must be in excellent shape.
It was an 8-point game, the Kentucky game, and a 2-point game in the Ohio State-Kansas game. So, it should be good. I might actually watch it. It's on after this show's airing.
Yeah. So no conflict.
So there's no conflict. It's on CBS.
But what's good? Did you check our Facebook thing about the women's Final Four that I put on there for you?
I saw that you put it on there. It was UConn,
Notre Dame, Baylor, Stanford. I mean, those are 4 real good women's teams.
Yeah.
I mean, if you like basketball, I mean, they're worth tuning in. You're going to see some good basketball.
Now, I think Rob was telling me that one of the Baylor women can dunk.
She can dunk.
Yeah, that's Grainer. It's the finals now. It's Notre Dame against Baylor.
Oh, really? UConn lost again.
UConn lost to Notre Dame last night in overtime.
Ah.
See, Rob's up on it.
So when's their finals, Rob? Do you know?
I really don't. I'll find out for you.
Okay. But no, they're, they play some good basketball. I mean, they don't have the number of quality teams.
Yeah, no, that's true.
That the men do. Mm-hmm. But the ones that are good, I mean, it's no surprise that those 4 were the Final Four. But the ones that are good are good.
Yeah.
I mean, it's worth watching.
I tried to watch WNBA every now and again. I just can't do it.
Okay.
I can't. I don't know.
Can't or won't?
It's hard for me to watch.
Why?
It's so difficult. It doesn't seem like they play. It just
cut it out.
Pass. It's such low-scoring games. It's and maybe I'm new school.
Low-scoring games.
Basketball.
Miami scored 71, didn't they, yesterday?
Yeah.
They stink.
These are professional men.
Well,
so don't talk to me about low-scoring games.
The women's Final Four, the last game is Tuesday night.
Tomorrow,
so tomorrow, as we're recording this,
yes.
so April 3rd.
That's correct.
The turd, yes.
The turd.
Great. I love watching Final Four women's basketball. It's very good basketball.
It is. It is. And here you heard the voice of God, so you can't deny that.
We can't deny it. Now, I don't want to talk too much about this again, but Rob and I last week, since you weren't here, just to fill you in, we did talk a little bit about Tebow going to the Jets and how we felt about that. And how
Apparently you didn't see my comment on...
Well, you said you were sick of the Tebow hype. I almost commented on it because I'm not.
Oh, God.
I mean,
what's the guy done?
It's not what he's done. It's what he's capable of doing.
What's he capable of? You know what he should be? He should be a friggin' tight end. He should be a tight end.
He should be a fullback that runs the wild.
He should be an Adrian Gonzalez. You put him up against a linebacker.
Yeah, that's true.
Whoa.
That's true, too. But
Throw in a couple end arounds for him. Give him a pass option, maybe.
He's going to save souls in New York. That's what he's there for.
Souls.
Yeah, well, like Letterman says, what could go wrong? A good, wholesome Christian boy coming to New York. What could go wrong? And then he goes, he'll be banging a Kardashian in a week. Yeah. So.
No, they like basketball players.
So, true. Yeah, but
so that's that. I mean, there really hasn't been much else big in the football world since those
draft is coming up, but
this weekend is it?
No.
Mid-April.
Little later in April.
What do you think about Bill Parcells?
Who could care less?
It's-
I don't care what he does.
Now, am I crazy? And did I hear Gibbs' name being thrown around as a possible candidate for this job?
He'd be out of his mind.
Yeah, it's Joe Gibbs, right?
Yeah.
Joe Gibbs, former coach of the Redskins.
Yeah.
Apparently, he's
a very successful NASCAR owner. Jen will tell you that.
Yeah, absolutely. But he has a higher winning percentage than Parcells does, and he has one more Super Bowl win than Parcells.
Yeah, but it's a year. I mean,
it is.
You know, you ain't gonna have the job. I mean, Parcells, if he does it, and he might, is going to be doing it as a favor to Leighton.
Yeah.
But I really don't care about Parcells, to tell you the truth. I mean, the game, in my mind, has passed him by.
Parcells?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, I'll give you that.
Well, he's Sean Payton's mentor, though. That's where Sean Payton came from. So.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
He came from the tuna's belly. But, I mean, after Parcells left the Patriots, I mean, what did he do?
He got the Jets to the playoffs.
You got the Jets.
Well,
you got the Cowboys to the playoffs once.
Well, yes, so what? A lot of teams make the playoffs.
But he hasn't done anything in Miami, that's for sure.
No, but I mean, you know, his glory days are about a generation ago with the Giants.
Right. No,
So,
that's true. That's true.
I mean,
how do you feel about the penalty that was passed down to the Saints? I mean, do you
That
think
was
Payton
pretty
should
stiff.
be suspended for the whole year?
Well, the impression I got is why Goodell handed that down was because he basically lied to Goodell's face.
I'm saying he didn't know anything about it.
Right. And then they come up with, emails or something that indicate otherwise. So if you're stupid enough to sit face to face with the commissioner and lie to him, let's face it, he can make you show you that wasn't the best thing to do.
No.
You do not lie to the commish. So I still think it's stiff. It was kind of funny because the GM got a half a year.
Yeah.
The defensive coordinator, the former one, Williams,
Is
indefinite. So who knows what that might mean?
Yeah, they might give him 2 years off.
They said they were going to revisit after 1 year with Greg Williams.
All right, so that means he's got at least a year. Mm-hmm. So, I don't know. I mean, I think it's like the thing. Did you ever get this when you were a kid from your parents and something went horribly wrong? You lied your ass off. You got caught. Seems like we always did.
Oh, yeah.
And then you got the famous lines, you're not being punished for what you did, you're being punished because you lied about it.
Oh, yeah.
So, I guess that's what's happening to Peyton.
Okay.
You know,
All
the
right,
lie
yeah,
was worse than the deed, so to speak, or it just exacerbated it.
In Peyton's case,
Yeah.
yes. Because all he did was lie about it. I mean, he
Well,
wasn't supervising the bounties. He may have known about it, but I suppose he
Well,
wasn't.
apparently he lied about knowing.
Right.
So,
Right. Too good. Well,
and
that's
it
why
seems like if you just come out and own up to stuff, I think of Andy Pettit a few years ago with the drug thing in baseball, and he said, yeah, I did. And everybody went, no, okay. I mean, really.
I went, oh, that's too bad. Come back to the Yankees, please.
Yeah, and
We want you back. Oh, you're juicing? Come on back.
yeah. Well, they signed him to a minor league contract.
Yeah, he's back.
Did he make the team?
Yeah, he made the team. They said he might not pitch until June.
Oh, good for him.
Yeah.
But so the lie. I mean, when I was a kid, I remember getting that line from my parents, though.
Yeah.
And then I remember screwing up another time and owning right up to it.
And still getting
And it
punished.
seemed like the punishment wasn't a hell of a lot different.
Yeah.
So
Did you do
I
the same thing
logically
twice?
or
You just only
illogically,
lied once?
I didn't do the same thing. I just screwed up in two different ways.
Was your father the commissioner?
In that case, he was. But then after I was open about it and still got what I thought was a similar punishment,
Yeah.
I rationalized that I might as well go back to try to lie my way out of it because the end result's still going to be pretty much the same, and you got a shot.
A shot at maybe
A
then not.
poor shot, but so anyways, no, a year seems pretty stiff, but I think what hurts most, although he may not see it that way, but I mean he's going to be out about $6 million.
Right. Because he's unpaid.
Right,
suspension.
so unpaid.
Rumor has it he's going to go right to Fox.
Really?
Yeah, that's what I've heard. He's going to be a commentator for the year.
Well, I bet you they're not going to pay him $6 million.
No,
well,
but
if
they
they
might
do,
pay
they're
him.
stupid.
Might pay him $1 million or $2 million.
Yeah, I suppose that'll
You know, I mean,
take
really,
the
is he
sting
gonna,
out of it.
Is he going to miss $4 million?
Well, it
Is he
depends
gonna-
how high off the hog he's been living. I don't
guess,
know.
but
I mean, so he goes.
you think he's not going to get? You think you brought this up when I was talking about the Patriots and Bill Belichick himself being fined, and you said, well, don't you think Kraft helped him out with that?
You're right.
And don't you think the Saints GM and the owners are going to be like, Peyton, come on, here's $1 million, here's a $2
Well, I don't know if the
million. What do
owner.
you need?
I don't know if the owner of the Saints is going to be able to part with $6 million out of his.
Nah, maybe not $6 million.
Because whoever coaches it, they got to pay him something.
Well, that's true. They're not going to pay him $6 million though.
No.
So I don't know. I mean, where's that money going to go? I mean, they were going to pay Peyton $6 million, so do they just say, well, I guess that's just going in my back pocket?
Sign a free agent. I don't know.
Sign up. Oh, maybe that's true. Well, that's the other big news, I guess, is Redskins and Cowboys are appealing their salary cap fines, and who cares?
Yeah.
Well, in other sports, because we always seem to
There
talk a
are
lot
other
about.
sports?
There are.
Oh.
We seem to talk a lot about football.
Baseball.
Baseball is getting underway. Has gotten underway technically in Japan.
Yeah. I haven't
had a series.
I haven't been catching any of the games.
I didn't catch any of the games either. I know it
Rob
was
probably has.
Seattle and Oakland, right?
Never saw him.
Seattle,
No.
Oakland. They split the two games that they played. So, okay, it's exciting.
Well, great.
But yeah, it's starting, and
So is it too late for anybody to get into our fantasy baseball league?
I think it is too late. They wouldn't have any players. They would be all the bench players. I mean, you should
we
see
did
our
pretty much
lineups
have
with
the
just
pick of the litter
four
there.
of us. It's insane. And Randy is the only one who actually went on and did the work that needed to be done beforehand and ranked his players and did all
But
this
I
stuff.
was good. I did not. I could have thrown Sabathia in there. I could have thrown a lot more in there, and I didn't.
You could have. Well, you could have, but you probably wouldn't have gotten him anyway.
Well,
Because just because you ranked them doesn't mean
that's true,
you got him.
because I didn't get Cano.
You know, oh yeah, who
And
got
I didn't even
Cano?
get Granderson either.
Who got that? I forget.
But Rob has been like a sleeping giant. I noticed he's not making many moves over there unless
Well,
he's saving them all up.
I asked
He's
if
going
they-
to blitz us.
I asked if Rob and Jen had looked at their lineups yet, and they said, "Oh, they've been set." so I have to get them back up.
I'm
you
still
know, into the swing
contemplating
of
my
things.
moves.
Oh, I see.
I know. I've used 5 of my moves of the week. Randy's used all 6.
Well,
How many moves do you get per week?
You get 6 moves a week. You get moves is adding new players. So
Would you
can-
like to buy some moves from me?
No, you can't. You can't do that. And I don't know if that includes trades or not.
You better look at your lineup, Rob. You might want to make a couple
You
of
might.
moves.
I mean, I'm
I'm
telling
sure.
you, you want
Same with Jen.
Cano, Randy. I'll take Verlander off your hands.
No, that's not happening. But no, I'm going to wait because I got to wait a few days before I can do anything.
No, I
and I
wanna see
wasted
how
one
this
of my
does.
moves because I picked somebody up and then I decided.
Andre Ethier.
Yeah.
He's supposed to have a big year this year. I almost
No,
picked
he's
him up.
good, but I thought I needed another infielder instead of an outfielder.
Yeah.
So that's why I went to Chase Utley.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I
He's
looked at
on the
him
DL,
down.
isn't he? He's not going to start the year.
That's okay.
He didn't say DL on
I know.
the player
it's-
thing.
you know, and I realized it as soon as I did it, but I picked up Carl Crawford because I think he's going to have a big year, but I forgot he's going to miss the first 3 months of the year.
Not
Or what-
3 months.
Not 3 months?
No.
Isn't he coming back in June? July?
I hope he's back long before that.
I hope so too.
Yeah.
I don't even know what his injury is.
At the wrist.
Oh, okay, he should be back then. But regardless, you know, it doesn't say DL, so Yahoo isn't being very great about.
Well, there's some
who's
players-
playing and who isn't.
That have a DL indicated.
Yeah,
But
they're
Utley,
probably the ones out for
Utley
the
did.
year.
Well, unless they're waiting and they'll put Utley on a DL and make it retroactive or something at the
Yeah.
last minute.
They might.
In which case, I got to go find somebody else, right?
Yeah, and you should be able to just add someone because I think you can have 2 or 3 players on the DL on your team.
Yeah.
And it won't count towards your total until they get off the DL.
But
then you have to
don't
lower
worry. I'll propose a trade for you. I'll probably propose a 3-for-1.
a 3-for-1. You're going to give me 3
Yeah.
for Cano.
I'm not sure yet.
Cano or
so-
Granderson?
Yeah.
Utley's out with bad knees, but they just said he's going to be back soon.
But
If Verlander or Jacoby isn't part of that 3-player,
But that's bullshit.
I want nothing.
If they're part of it, then you got to give me something besides Cano.
Maybe. You know, you work on
Well,
it.
then you work on it. Then if you want Verlander,
I don't know that they
you
do.
better be willing to
You know,
unload
'cause
your starting
I
lineup.
guess I should explain this because if you look at the point system, the points are going to be made a lot more in your batters than they are in your pitchers. So you might want to load up on heavy hitters as opposed to heavy pitchers. So I don't know that I even want Cano for Verlander.
Yeah, well, see,
If he's included,
But
in
what,
a
I,
2
but
or
what
3
I'm
player
what
deal.
I'm offering you, you might want.
Maybe.
I'll probably offer you two position players and a pitcher
And a pitcher.
for one or the other.
All right.
But you're gonna have to probably wait till next week.
Probably.
I don't know when my 6th day when the week started.
Probably once the week starts on Sunday, so you should.
So I got a ways to
You gotta
go.
wait
Then.
till probably Monday.
All right, and you won't be around.
I'll be in New Jersey, but I'll have a computer. I'll have my phone. You know, I've got I've got access to my team.
Oh, you're going to New Jersey?
I'm going to New Jersey.
I thought you were going on vacation.
I am going on vacation.
I
I'm
would-
going to this show.
I would thought that this would
I'm
be.
gonna fist bump with the rest of them.
I would thought this would be like, you got convicted of something, and this is your punishment.
No.
Yeah, all right. You got to spend 10 days in Jersey.
No, it's my wife's family's down there.
So that's where all the money comes from, huh?
right.
Yeah.
You know, she's my sugar mama. So.
Yeah. It's a illegal toxic waste dumps that they got their hands into.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So anyhow, what do you think of the Red Sox chances? Dan Shaughnessy last night said they're not going to make the playoffs this year, even with the second wild card.
Sports Illustrated said the same thing when they had their little prediction.
But then we can always go to what do they know?
Yeah.
I
mean,
love reading old Sports Illustrated.
I know.
Because those guys are, these are guys getting paid.
Yep.
And they are way wrong most of the time.
Do you remember last year?
I don't know. I think they're about 50%, which is the best you can be in a normal game.
I'm not sure they're even that good.
They had a rain delay on the last game, and Dan Shaughnessy said that they would make the playoffs, and an hour later they were out of the playoffs. So don't believe him either.
Yeah, I think I was watching the Veritek retirement with you, Rob, and was that guy?
Yes, it was.
All right, and he's going, oh, look at this guy. He's such a...
Well, he was on last night talking about how, except for Bard being a fifth starter, and I agree with him there, that's shaky.
Yeah.
But he doesn't think Cherington made any worthwhile moves.
No. Not really. I mean, he had to sign a closer, so Bailey, I mean,
But he
it's
thinks
logical.
but he thinks they've come nowhere near replacing Papelbon.
Well, that remains to be seen.
well, Bailey's got a thumb.
Papelbon has hit his peak, and I don't think he's going to do phenomenal. I think he'll do great for a couple seasons still, but...
Yeah, well, Rivera is a rarity to be
absolutely.
that good as a closer for that long.
and he's going to have another great year.
Probably.
So which lineup in baseball is better than the Red Sox lineup?
What, pitching lineup?
No, hitting. Which lineup?
He didn't say who he was picking, but I'm guessing he's thinking Yankees and Tampa, Detroit, you know.
Sports Illustrated had Tampa losing the wild card to the Rangers, the wild card one-game playoff there. And it was Detroit, the Angels, the Yankees, and what division am I forgetting?
Yeah.
The Yankees.
No, I said the
He
Yankees.
said the Yankees.
The Yankees,
Yankees?
Detroit, Angels.
The
There's
Central.
That's
That's
Detroit.
Detroit.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
I got the West. I got the East. That's
That's it. And then the two wild cards. There's three.
Oh, yeah. Okay,
Yeah.
so that's right.
That's it.
Yeah, and he had...
Well,
they
I think
had
that
the
the
Rangers.
Angels might fall on their face.
You know, but it's going to be the Angels and Detroit in the ALCS because they're the big name teams now that they sign these huge
Well, they
deals
spent the
with-
money, you
They
know.
did.
Who else does Detroit have for a pitcher other than Verlander?
They do have somebody else.
Yeah, there was another guy last year. I can't remember his name. But, of course, Texas lost one of theirs to the Angels.
Yeah, but they got Darvish.
Darvish.
Yeah, he's the
Dar-
phenom from
the-
China, Japan.
The Japan Japanese guy.
whirling Dervish. But
Dervish? I don't know.
He's got 16
I think
pitches.
I
just
think
like
you
Dice
got
Game.
him on your team, Rob.
Huh?
I think you got Darvish.
Yes, I do, and I'm not trading him. I didn't know I did. But
Hey,
I'm
I got
not trading him.
Lincecum and Jen has Sabathia. I mean, we all have aces, so that's good. I think you have the better relief pitching. Don't you have Rivera and Papelbon?
just Papelbon.
Just Papelbon and Putz.
Yeah. But
Well, we'll keep you posted on our Facebook about our fantasy. We won't talk too much about fantasy, but going
But
back
I
to the
don't know,
better
I-
lineup, I mean, you could argue that the Angels do. I mean, they have Wilson. They picked up Pujols, and they had a decent team beforehand. Detroit does have Verlander, and they have, and I'm gonna have to look it up, but they do have at least one other really good pitcher. Now they have Fielder. They have Cabrera, not Cabrera. Yeah, Cabrera, right?
yeah, I think so.
One of the Cabreras there. Not Melky. I don't even know.
Who are you looking for?
Miguel Cabrera.
Oh, yeah, they have a lot of bats.
I mean, they
what's
have
his
strong
name?
bats.
Victor Martinez is out for the year.
Oh, he is.
Yeah, torn ACL.
Yep, that'll do
I
it.
think someone has him in their lineup. They might want to.
I don't think so.
Oh, you want? I'll trade him.
No, I don't think so. I think he's one that had DL next to him.
Well, that doesn't matter in the draft. If
'Cause
you
I
don't,
was-
if you don't place the order.
Because I was looking through like catchers and stuff, and
Yeah.
there's slim pickings there, I tell you.
Well, Tech's not around anymore. There's the Molina
Well, I
brothers.
wouldn't have
there's-
wanted him.
No.
Can I give you that Detroit pitching staff and see what you think?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, we got a guy named Albuquerque.
No.
That's where Bugs
Rocky
Bunny should have
Benoit,
taken a left.
Phil Koch,
Well, Coke.
Octavio Dotel,
Ugh.
Dotel's good.
Nick Porcello was a starter. Verlander and Jose Valverde. He's their closer. I don't see much there.
Really? Maybe it was Dotel I was thinking of then.
No,
Joaquin Benoit, they spent $5,500,000 a year.
Wow.
He's their second highest pitcher, excuse me.
Now, Dotel, yeah, I mean, he's the guy has a team a year, right?
Yeah.
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 But he still puts up decent numbers.
No, he's been around for a long time.
But is that staff going to
12
compare
or
with
13
anybody
years.
else in the American League? I don't
Well, you know what it's going to boil down to? Who
has
stays
good years?
healthy.
Right.
You know, if Buckholz is healthy all year, I like
Lester,
that.
Beckett, Bard.
Now, Beckett, he's another one. I don't know
Probable.
what's going on with thumbs. Both him and Bailey have got thumb issues.
Is it pitching hand at least? 'Cause, I mean, really, do you need your thumb that well? I guess you
It's
do.
from holding chicken.
Well, it's what separates us from the lesser primates, you know?
Well, I know, I get that, but I mean, if it's a sprained or broken thumb, it's in the mitt. I mean, you've got a cast pretty much right in there. You just
Well,
get a
I'm
special
guessing
mitt.
it might be on the pitching hand, but
Well, speaking of Red Sox pitchers, and you know, Rob brought up the fried chicken. Of course, we didn't.
I
talk
like
about
fried
this.
chicken.
I like fried chicken too. I like fried chicken and beer together, even.
Yeah?
But of course, Bobby Jenks
no.
got a DUI. I'm like, oh, come on, man.
Well, yeah.
After all of this, like, how can you be so stupid?
Well, he might have just been barely over the limit. I don't. I
yeah,
really don't know what. But hey, they're not counting on him anyway.
No, well, he's.
So what do you think about Felix being number 4 in the rotation, huh?
You know, I don't mind it. I guess,
Another lefty.
yeah, I think that's good. You know, to have.
They
more
had to keep
lefties.
him because he's out of options.
Yeah, but I mean, he didn't have to be a starter.
Right.
I guess I was disappointed that Aceves wasn't even really in the running.
No, I think because they're kissing Bard's ass to try
Well,
to
that's
keep
pretty
him from
much what he said. He
sucking
said
his thumb on a corner.
What do you think about Cody Ross playing the outfield?
Randy
Hey,
placed him high on his
I
draft list. He thinks he's going
I
to have
snuck
a big
him
year.
in there. Yeah.
He's got a Fenway swing, man. I'll tell you, it looks like he's going to be.
Yeah. Well, once they start throwing him curveballs, I don't know, but he had a hell of a spring.
Yeah,
6 home runs.
not bad.
Now, are you concerned that Euclid had no home runs this spring?
No,
So then you're not concerned that Ellsbury had no home runs this spring?
No.
Okay.
how often do they play? How many at bats do
I
they
don't know.
have? I mean,
Euclid, though, I don't know. He's
he's put muscle on and he's lost fat.
yeah,
You know,
but he's lost a little range too at third base.
Yeah, I mean,
Easier to-
he never had the range he did at first.
Right.
At third,
I mean, that's
but-
easier to cover up at first base.
Yeah,
And, he's getting a little long in the tooth. I don't know how much more he's got in the tank.
yeah. No,
I've got him on my
I mean,
team, and I didn't drop him or
Well,
anything.
I will keep David Wright at my third base, but
Well, he's not my starting third baseman. I got some guy named Longoria.
oh yeah, he's a no-name guy out of Tampa.
Yeah, well, I got another guy named Rodriguez on my bench too. But
yeah, you can keep him.
You can keep him.
yeah.
Don't even consider putting him in a trade.
Hey, I'll
for
trade him.
Cano.
I'll trade you J.D. Drew for him.
Yeah. But
Did he ever get picked up by another, or did he retire?
I think he retired.
I don't think
remember-
anybody knows.
I never heard anything.
Well,
the
I don't
Red
know
Sox
that he
didn't pick him up,
announced it, but I think, I never heard anything. But
When he comes back off the IR, he's going to announce his retirement. He hasn't gotten healthy enough yet.
but Rodriguez, he's worth having on your bench.
He is. He's worth having on your fantasy team for sure. One of the utility guys that we have.
Yeah.
Whatever the case is, he's good for a few home runs here
Yeah.
and there.
about
Especially
it.
if he's juicing again.
I hope so. But anyways,
We could talk more baseball, but the season's going to start in a week. So you and Rob next week can talk.
well,
more.
actually, it's starting in about 4 days.
Yeah, Thursday, right?
Well, that's about 4 days.
I guess that is about
Yeah.
4 days. The end of the week. It's still the end.
All
of the
right, so me and Rob.
You and Rob could talk more about it because the Bruins I didn't wear this shirt for no reason. The Bruins made the playoffs. They have secured a
Well,
spot.
you surprised?
No, I'm not
Well.
surprised. But they seem to be winning again.
Finally.
They had an overtime loss,
Yeah.
I think, recently. Or a
Yeah,
couple.
I think they've won 7 out of 9, but
that's
good win Sunday against the Rangers in New York, 2-1 win. So they were 1-4 against 1-3 against the Rangers this year, but at least they got one.
At least they got one.
And so that win locked up I think the number 2 seed for them.
Northeast
Yes.
Division, number 2 seed.
Yeah.
Yes, they will.
So that's a good thing. I'd like to see. There's, I think, only 3 games left. So Thomas
Sounds about right.
won't play all 3 of them. But I'd like to see him getting back to that 1 or 2 goals a game, and I'd like to see the offense get back up to the 3 or 4 goals a game consistently. I mean, they can do it. Mm-hmm. It's just that for so long they didn't do it. But in the last 10 days, 2 weeks, we're starting to see what we saw in November and December, which is what you're going to need to get through the playoffs.
Right. Yeah, so the only teams that are still questionable is the number 3 seed Florida could still lose that, apparently, because they're their division's leader, I guess. Washington, which is surprising because they're supposed to be good, and the number 8 seed, and then Buffalo, which is not the number 9 right now, so they wouldn't make it if the season ended today.
Yeah, so it's Buffalo and Washington fighting for that last spot.
It looks like it, but is Washington in the same division as Florida?
I'm not sure.
Because it says everybody else is eliminated.
Huh.
And Florida hasn't locked up a playoff spot yet, so they must be. Here we go. Division. Yeah, they are. Look at that. Washington. Yeah. So they're 3 points behind Florida, and they've won the last 2 where Florida lost the last 3. So that's...
Yeah, in the New York Islanders...
They might do it.
Who the Bruins beat. They had just this flurry of goals late in the third period. Mm-hmm. Put away a close game, made it 6-3. But they were on a streak. They got themselves eliminated, and then I think went out and won 5 out of 6. So, but that's their modus operandi. They get eliminated, then they get hot.
Then they get hot.
The classic case of too little, too late, year after year.
Welcome to New York.
Yeah. So.
It's all right. I like to see it. Any New York, New Jersey teams.
Yeah,
New Jersey's in the playoffs.
Yeah. So I feel a little better about the Bruins than I did, in the month of March.
They're pretty healthy, other than Nathan Horton.
Yeah, I think Horton, you just kind of got to forget about him.
Yeah, well, they have Jordan Caron, the rookie, playing with Krejci and Lucic. That's kind of a weak link.
Isn't Horton their goon?
No, that's Sean Thornton.
Thornton, Horton.
Yeah.
But they didn't change the lines. They left all the other lines the same, and they brought Caron up from Providence and put him on the first line with Lucic and Krejci, and he's okay, but it's not as good as Nathan Horton,
Yeah.
Well, that would be your second line, wouldn't it?
That's really your first line.
mean,
It's tough to say because the Bergeron line is just like a first line too, but.
Yeah. I would think Sagan, Bergeron I'd put them up.
Anybody that plays with Sagan right now starts scoring goals. He's so adept, you know what I mean, at moving the puck.
No, good young player. But, plus they got Peverly, I think, back. Ralston, a late addition via trade. So, they've got a little bit of depth, which can only help, this time of year. So, like I said, I'm not feeling overconfident, but I'm feeling a lot better than I did about 3 weeks ago.
Yeah.
About their playoff chances or chances for a ride into the playoffs deep.
So how about Seidenberg? Is out with an infection?
No, he was back last night.
He was back last night. All right, so that's an old news headline, I guess.
Yeah, he only missed 1-2 games maybe.
And Crosby got hit with a puck? What is with this guy?
Yeah, no, they cross-checked him in that Philadelphia. If you get a chance to look at Philadelphia-Pittsburgh game last night, first of all, they cross-checked Crosby in the back going to the bench.
Jeez.
Then there was 2 fights, and then the coaches were going at it. They were reaching over the glass trying to hit each other. On national television, too.
What were they doing? One of these little things
They
here?
were yelling and throwing stuff and stuff like that.
A little bit of bad blood.
And they have another game in 2 nights.
Good.
That's awesome.
That's
Good hockey, I guess, at least.
Yeah.
That actually, in that clip that I put on YouTube, Rob, from basketball has a nice thing about that.
Yeah.
They have a short little thing about hockey in there. Last week we were talking about teams jumping from one city to another and how it didn't really make much sense. And in the movie Basketball, they have a great opening where they talk about...
Is this the thing that the South Park guys do?
Yeah.
Well, I tried clicking on that yesterday, I think it was, and I got a thing that came up saying NBC has the rights to this.
Yeah.
Gave me the finger and wouldn't let me see it.
Really?
Yeah. Well, it didn't give me the finger, but
Wow.
in words.
Which finger?
In words.
The pinky. Yes.
Yeah, it was just a black screen.
Well,
And it said NBC has the rights to this, blah, 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 and it hasn't been...
I guess I hadn't tried logging in trying to watch it outside of my account.
No.
So
There's a black Suburban outside with mirrored glass
gee
outside the
whiz.
studio here.
Maybe
Yeah,
I'll-
Rob is illegally pirating from one of the major networks. Good job. Just leave my name out of it.
No, I said I would take it down and just give people the opportunity to take a look at it.
I tried.
Yeah, that's too bad. I'm disappointed. I'm going to see if I can pull it up on my phone here.
So, well, you want to keep going hockey?
So
We
who
can
do you
keep
who
going
would
hockey,
you
or-
who would you have the Bruins rather play? Ottawa or who's the other team?
What is the number 7?
Is that New Jersey?
Here. No.
Buffalo?
No, Buffalo's not in it right now.
Really?
Ottawa. Who else could get up there? I suppose Ottawa could bump New Jersey down, or Washington could go up. Although if they go up, they're probably going to take over Florida. I suppose Buffalo has an opportunity to get up there, but I doubt it. It looks like it's going to be Ottawa. I mean, I don't.
Should be a good series, but I certainly would think you've got to favor the Bruins.
In Ottawa, yeah. I
It
think
all
so.
depends on Thomas. That's what it's all about.
Yeah, it has been.
Well, yeah, but
Is Rask supposed to be back by the playoffs? Have you heard that?
that was when he first got hurt. That was the scuttlebutt that he would be out at least until. So I'm not sure. I haven't heard anything. I don't know that. It might be one of those cases where he might not be back for the first round, but maybe the second round. But like you said, Rob, you really don't want to be using your backup.
Yeah.
I mean, you want to ride.
especially
You
in the
want to
playoffs.
ride Thomas's butt all the way.
Yeah, I
But
agree.
you can't.
We did last year.
Yeah, that's true.
I mean, all Rask did was keep the end of the bench nice and clean.
He played a couple minutes here and there, didn't he?
In the playoffs, I don't think so.
Oh, okay. I really didn't
I
start
don't think
watching
so
until
either.
the
I think-
Stanley
I
Cup.
think
I
Thomas
gotta be
played every
honest. I
game.
mean, I followed it, and if I remember the
Plus,
game was
the
on.
thing with Rask, if he comes back, how sharp is he going to be? I mean, you can't really give him a game to find his game. You can't take a chance and throw one away in the playoffs, no matter who you're playing.
Yeah.
So no, you want, like Rob said, you want Thomas to be on his A game. And the rest of the guys just need to do what they're supposed to do. Although Chara, boy, I tell you, that guy's having, he probably won't get the Norris Trophy because there's some other defenseman, I can't remember who it is, that's has scored a whole lot of points. You know, like a Bobby Orr type. Maybe not that many, but so he'll probably get a lot of nods because of his offense as well as his defense. But Chara, I mean, he's a guy. I mean, do you notice like his stick?
Oh,
I mean, it's like the
8
guy's out
feet
there
tall,
with a
right?
telephone pole, you know? I mean, it's almost not fair.
I love when people try to fight him. You know,
But he's not much of a, you know, he doesn't.
he's not, because no one's dumb enough anymore. I mean, there's a couple people here and there still, but for the most part, no one's dumb enough to try and start a fight with him. I saw one once, you know, and I'm not a big hockey fan. And he drops his gloves and he puts his hands up and he just goes, "You sure you want, like, you may as well have been saying, you sure you want to do this?" The other guy drops his gloves, throws a punch. Chara knocked him out, bloodied his nose in one punch. I'm just going, why would you fight a 6'7" guy? 6'9"? How tall is he? He's the tallest active player, that's for sure.
Yeah, 6'7", I think.
6'7", but with
6'7"
skates,
sounds
he's
about right.
6'10".
Maybe that's what it is.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's.
But I just get amazed at his stick.
Yeah.
I mean, it's
Really?
this long thing. I mean, like I said, he's out there with a pole. Well, I tell you, if he's not a top, what you think of as a defenseman,
Yeah.
who happens to give you fair offense,
Oh, yeah.
then I don't know who is.
I think this is probably his best year, so that I've seen him play.
Yeah, I mean, he had a really good year last year, too, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, he did good.
You know,
yeah.
I like that. You know, it's essentially the same team as last year, which is really
Yeah.
good. I mean, there's maybe 2 or 3 players different.
Well, that's what
out of
was
all
bothering
the
me
benches?
from January through February into March, that these guys who were Stanley Cup champions were playing 500 hockey.
Yeah.
You
Well,
know?
they weren't the 1 seed last year going in the playoffs either, though, were they?
No.
I think they were 3, 4.
It could be,
something like
yeah.
that. You know, they weren't even the number 2 seed.
But they still were the champs. And,
still were the
and
champs.
they finished real strong last year.
Yes. And it looks like they're finishing real strong again.
but-
You can't fault them for, you know.
Laying
I
down for
would-
2 months? Yeah, I can.
Okay, yes, you can if they laid down. But, I mean, really, according to Coach Julian, they just weren't meshing as a team, and he didn't understand why.
Well, what's he
and
going to
then-
say? He says, you know, I can't get these guys to play hockey. I mean, you know, he's got to come up
More
with
or
some
less, he kinda
excuse.
did.
Yeah.
At least
But-
with together, you know, they'll play hockey, but it's like one against the rest of the team. And
But,
I don't know. I guess you can fault them because it was so long. But to have a little bit of a drought, it's going to happen.
well, yes.
it was
every
longer than it
team.
should have been.
Yeah, because,
But they still have the number 2.
you know, they were falling
after all
behind.
that.
Yeah, but they could have had the
They
number one.
could have had the number 1.
Probably pretty easily. I mean, they played mediocre for a long time. You
Yeah.
know, the goalies weren't nowhere near as sharp, and well, the whole team. You know, there was a
Yeah.
general malaise there. You know, they were falling behind in a lot of games early on. And what I was surprised, I saw a stat, I think it was Saturday's game, when they're tied after the third period, their record was like 8-7-2. And that really shocked me because I thought the Bruins were playing very well in the third period this year. Now,
When they're ahead, they're almost unbeatable. They're like 32-0-1.
Yeah.
When they're ahead.
but when they're tied, they were only 8-7-2.
Yeah, I agree. Not as good as you thought.
I thought it would have been better, yeah. So,
Only the 2 overtime losses, huh?
yep,
That is surprising.
yep. And they, you know, done well with shootouts this year. Of course, once the playoffs start, that won't matter. But
Well, they don't do shootouts?
you don't do
Playoffs?
ties in the playoffs. You just play and play and play
Oh.
and play and play and play.
I
So-
thought they did eventually.
No, sudden death.
Really?
Yeah.
I knew the Stanley Cup didn't have shootouts, but I thought the playoffs
Well, the whole
leading
playoff
up to the whole
system.
playoffs. Huh?
yeah.
See, I'm learning more about.
Well, they
hockey.
won 2 games last year in sudden death in the 7th game, one against Tampa Bay and against
Right.
Montreal.
Yeah, wasn't it Nathan Horton that scored those goals?
Yes, it was both.
Yeah.
Well, there's also basketball
Yes,
going
yes.
on.
And Rob
It's-
must be chomping at the bit.
Chomp, chomp.
We did. We talked a little bit just before the cameras were rolling.
Yeah, so
Boston has taken the lead in the Northeast Division,
Yeah.
Atlantic Division, whatever their
Yep,
division
they had
is
a
called.
lucky win Sunday.
In a
Come
lucky
on.
win.
Yeah, really.
What was the? Oh, wait. Now I need to see this. Where's this?
91-72, something like that. Rondo had
Triple-double.
his fifth triple-double,
triple-double.
which I think leads the league.
Yes, it does.
Lucky win.
Oh yeah, real lucky.
Yes, he does.
Yeah, you know what? They were lucky that Ray Allen still is hurt. That's where they're lucky.
Yeah, Bradley, really.
Well,
looked
yeah.
Did
from
you
the
see that
sounds of
block on
great.
Wade,
Yes,
Rob?
Yes, that was great.
Boy.
Rob said there was
Couldn't
more than
happen to a
one.
nicer guy, Dwayne Wade.
Yeah, the Heat only scored 12 points in the third. And
Bradley's a real shutdown guy. He's really impressive.
Well, they expected defense out of him. It's the offense that's been a pleasant
Well,
surprise.
he moves without the ball, so he's great because Rondo can hold on to the ball. You know what I mean?
Moves without the ball. Whoever heard of that in the
You
professional?
know, what a concept, huh?
Yeah,
You usually have 5 balls, you know what I mean?
yeah. So yeah, you got Garnett playing center.
And look at this stat. I love this. LeBron James has 23 points in the loss, which means he scored 2 shy of their highest quarter. He had 25 in the second quarter. All the rest, they were under 20. That's pretty good.
Lucky win.
He has 4 rebounds. LeBron James only has 4 rebounds.
What
all
was
right?
Chris Bosh's line?
Hold on. Guess how many assists LeBron has?
I
Two.
know this answer.
None.
None.
Are you surprised?
Well, that means the guys that he passed the ball to can't shoot.
Oh, yeah, I'm sure that's what it means. I'm sure it doesn't mean that he doesn't pass. Bosch had 11 rebounds, 4 assists. I don't know how many points he had. I'm trying to pull that up here. But
Garnett ate him for lunch. It was good.
you know, it's the big three. They're the team to beat. They're not going to lose.
Well, I'll tell you,
in the
I'm not
playoffs
saying that the Celtics
again.
are going to go all the way or anything, but you have to be impressed with Doc Rivers, what he's done. I just...
Yeah.
I have to
Yeah.
say that.
And this is what
I'm
you
not
said from
impressed
the
with this
beginning,
kid
too.
coming out of Duke after 1 year, though.
No, you're not?
No.
Oh, everyone's
Yeah.
saying it's a good move.
Yeah, well, I don't know.
Are the Celtics going to pick him up?
Well, they say he's going to be between 10 and 20 in the first round, so they have a shot.
Oh, okay. There you go.
But, I mean, what's he going to do for a team? we lost you, Rob.
I think he said, I don't know.
Oh.
Miami has the fewest home losses in the league.
Yeah. Well,
was that in Boston?
Oh, yeah.
Or was it in Miami?
That was in Boston.
Oh, okay. They're only 16 and 12 on the road. Bosch scored the Heat's first 4 points, but didn't score again. So he only had 4 points.
Wow.
Bosch did, and
How many minutes?
looks like he played most of it. I don't know. That didn't really go into it, but.
That's terrible.
Oh, see here, whoever's writing this article is justifying why the Heat did so poorly. The Heat, playing their third game in 4 days, were led by James with 23 points and Dwayne Wade with 15. Chris Bosh, the other member of Miami's Big Three. Now, I'm sorry, but the Celtics started this whole Big Three phase. Don't call them the Big Three. Call them something else. Scored the Heat's first 4 points, but didn't score again. The Celtics, combining tenacious defense with outstanding play in transition, increased their Atlantic Division lead to 1 game over idle Philadelphia.
Oh,
You know,
so that
it's-
means they picked up a whole half game. But
God,
Well,
why
you
does
know,
everyone like the Heat so
you-
much?
oh, I don't like the Heat. I
I like these.
I
these
just think the
people that are writing
Celtics
these
are
articles.
overrated.
Oh,
Well, they're going to play San Antonio, Chicago, Indiana, and Philadelphia in the next 6 days.
Yeah, well,
All
they got
4 of those teams.
Well, they got one stretch too, Rob. Is that within that? Must be within that time frame. They are playing 3 days in a row.
so
Those
3 games
those old
in
legs
3 days.
are going to be. They haven't done well
So if-
in the second game of back-to-backs
So whoever
all year.
wrote that, the article I just read there, I don't even know who it was. So if the Celtics win that third game, what are they going to say? I mean, if Miami loses because they've played 3 games in 4 days, I mean, everyone's been playing that way this season. It's the way the shortened season
Celtics
worked
ain't
out.
going to win
I
that
don't
third
wanna
game. Don't
hear
worry
anything
about it.
about
They'll be lucky if they win the second game because I don't know if they've.
Your mic's off, Rob.
Hey, Rob, you're not on.
I said if you play Steamser and Bradley and stuff like that, maybe it depends on how tough the games are.
Rest Garnett's knees and.
Well, the thing is with Stiesma, you're only gonna. I mean, he's a nice guy, good dancer probably, but you're only gonna get maybe half a game at best out of him before he falls out.
Oh,
yeah, he fouls out. You mean?
Okay.
But. I'd like to know if the Celtics, in their back-to-back encounters this year, have won the second game at all.
We'll look that up.
Yeah, good luck.
I bet you if they have, it's not more than once.
Okay.
So.
Well, they won on a couple 5 and 6 game winning streaks here and there. So
but it's not back-to-back games.
Well, not all 6, but they had to have had at least a 2 or 3 game stretch like that, 3 games in 4 days or whatever the case is.
I don't think so.
No? Because I think they're doing that once a week at least.
I don't know.
I mean, that's how they're squeezing all these games.
No, I know.
My point
I
is,
could be proven wrong.
You could be proven wrong. But what I'm saying is for that writer to make it, to give Miami a pass because, it's their 3rd game in 4 days. That's supposed to be the young, upcoming team that's supposed to have the advantage.
Well, the 3 of them had a hell of a game. I don't know if it was the game before or what. I think it was Toronto.
Well, that's a good team to waste all your points on.
But no, they got 30, 30, and 26 out of those 3 guys.
So,
but, I mean, really,
who's going to win?
Really, do you see the Celtics?
No, I don't.
Beating the Heat in a 7-game series? I know Rob does. Oh, jeez.
I think the Celtics might lose one.
Oh my God! I can't wait. I hope this happens because I'm gonna be. I don't know. I'll be looking forward to driving your car.
Okay. I have found that, especially since LeBron and Bosh went to Miami, the Celtics have played Miami well. They don't always win, but they play them well. So I think even if they lose, it'll go 6 or 7 games again. It's not going to be It's not going to be a sweep. It's not going to be. You think the Celtics will win 1 game? That's it.
So do you think that they would have beaten the Celtics last year if Wade hadn't dislocated Rondo's elbow?
Sure.
You think Miami still would have won?
Yeah.
No way. Not a chance. Not a chance. I'll give Miami the advantage this year because they are a younger team than the Celtics.
Let's face it, too. Celtics are older. Garnett's a year older. Pierce is a year older. Allen shouldn't be starting. I don't care. They say you don't lose your job because of illness or injury. Well, sometimes stuff happens.
Sure.
And I think the Celtics will make themselves worse by automatically putting him back into the starting lineup and limiting Bailey's minutes.
Yeah, I see what you're saying. And again, it's not that I think the Celtics are going to go far in the playoffs. I just don't think Miami's going to win it all like everyone thinks it is. You know who's going to win it all? Even if Miami makes it to the finals, the team that's going to win is Oklahoma City.
That'd be good.
I mean, they're a very young team. Durant and Westbrook have combined twice, or no, it's
about
been
4 minutes.
Okay. Yeah, okay.
And I mean, they're killing everybody.
Because
they buried the Lakers. They've destroyed the Heat. They
lost out in the playoffs to Dallas, but I think wasn't that a dogfight series? So.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, but Westbrook has a tendency to fall apart. He fell apart last year.
Yeah. So
he started heaving up stuff.
So I hate to say this, but I think you may have actually somehow luckily got onto something.
I may not be following basketball much, but I'm keeping an eye on it.
Oklahoma,
they look good.
They'd be hard to bet against.
Yeah, dedefinitely.
Plus, so I guess who they got for a center, anyways?
I don't even know, honestly. Well, they just picked up.
Perk.
That's right. They got Perkins.
I was trying to give you.
Sorry, I forgot. But they did. They picked up Fisher too.
Yeah, so
they got Fisher from Houston.
Yeah,
in that ridiculous.
So if they win it all, you can give.
That's a plot. He's a double agent for the Lakers.
He's going to start tripping his own guys in the playoffs against the Lakers. All right. Well, I guess we got to wrap up, guys, and I won't see you next week. I'll see you in 2 weeks, but Rob will be here in my place.
Bring the Robinator in.
We'll bring Rob in front of the camera again, so he won't be our sports guy.
Back by popular demand.
Indeed.
Well,
Jen's going to be the voice of God.
well, we have to. Well, she'll be our goddess.
Our sports goddess, yes.
Yes.
So for the Dukes of Sports,
she's got her very sharp, chic, striped skirt on today. Yes, she's making fashion statements.
Oh, it's too late for that, Randy. Don't butter me up now.
Oh, God.
Oh.
Don't get
All
me
right.
going.
Well, we gotta go. We gotta
All
go.
right. Hey, have a good week, everyone.
All right. We'll see you.